Okay, so I do have the economic edge, but in terms of army, the Zerg is pulling ahead of me now. Well, not so. Actually, I have an advantage in every way. Except, I cannot process what I see, as we'll see in a moment. So now that I feel I have a decent ball of units again, I decide to start my next expansion, transfer out my SCVs, and then pull out my fleet. And I'm actually going to spot this right here. I'm going to poke my head in, I'm going to see it. And I see a ton of Hydralisks and a ton of Overlords, and it just doesn't process in my head that he's doing it. And here he goes, and he drops into my main, and he's taking my production. I load up my medevacs, and I actually feinted this direction, thinking I'm going to land here to kill him. I'm like, that's suicide. He's going to kill all my stuff as it's popping out, or kill my medevacs before they can bust. So I think my only option here is to counterattack. And send the remainder of my units here to defend my expansion. I'm assuming he's going to clear out my main base, and then come down the ramp, and then that's where I'll make my stand. At the same time, I'll take out his main base. Now, unfortunately, I failed in this regard too. I was relying on my ears, and I heard these remaining Hydralisks attacking my buildings, right? So I get the warning, you know, your base is under attack, your base is under attack. So I was assuming he was clearing out my base without actually looking at the minimap, and I didn't realize he was pulling down all his army here. I really should have followed with my reinforcements, so I could have attacked him in combination with what I had here. Instead, I have to fight him piecemeal. He gets all his reinforcements, he gets all his attack force, and he gets to attack me with a massive army advantage. That did not turn out well at all. These poor medevacs, fairly expensive units, at least on gas. Gonna get trapped by these attack upgraded Hydras, and only 5 make it out. All fairly weak. So in that exchange of bases, I know I came out well ahead. He took out some stuff, but I was able to save some barracks and save my command center. And at the same time, I took out his hive and like his hive tech buildings, like his infestors pits. He won't be making infestors again for a long time. He'd have to upgrade one of these things to layer. So I was at a major advantage, but then I just got half my army massacred. So advantage back to the Zerg. That will be his last infestor of the game right there. And the problem with base raiding for me is I get all frantic. I don't know what to do. It's like moving stuff around, building barracks, and really I got like 4,000 minerals in the bank. I should just throw up like 5 barracks right now. Instead I'm like floating the ones I already have, putting them back on, trying to reuse these reactors. I don't know, I should really just be pumping out macro right now. I did replace the starports that got taken down, which is good. Planetary Fortress is good defense versus everything, but yeah, not so much the air. Mutalisk smoked me, and actually when I ran all my SCVs away, they just ran into this Hydralisk trap, and I lost every single SCV. And my big Harvester advantage is now back to basically even. Actually a slight advantage for the Zerg. I did go for a counter myself. Oh, and remember that Marauder that was just sitting here? It actually almost killed this hatchery. I never went back for this hatchery this game, but look how easy of a kill it is. 3 stim Marauders could take that down in like 5-10 seconds tops. But my mindset at this point, I think, was to stop any new expansions. I was really thinking it was going to turn into an economic game. Laid on the stim there, so my medevacs end up in the front. So they're weak and getting focused. They did not last long. Another absolutely unweathered attack on me. I decided to turn my scouting factory into a production factory. I think my idea was to place a siege tank here to nail this, and then have my bio ball here to defend the tank. But it was spotted. So he's building Zerglings right now because he can't actually make Hydralisks. He's finally made a lair, so now he's going to make... There's a Hydralisk pen. Now I can pump out Hydralisks. And then another advantage of this hidden spire is that I never actually took it out during my attack. So he was always able to make mutants as well. So back to the army tab. I'm almost doubled, or he's almost doubled me in army size now. I'm in really rough shape. Do got the fortress to save me. This long distance mining is not a smart idea when I got a pile of hydras in the way. Neither is attacking with a completely inferior fleet. And neither is having really bad rally points. Oi. He's now putting up 2 new expansions. So the income tab, he's going to take a nice lead now. Yeah, 6, 7, probably ends up around 800 or so to my 500. I did go in for a drop, took out the 1. But I think dropping with 5 dropships makes no sense whatsoever. I stimmed a run past this so I could it, but unfortunately got intercepted by some Mutalisks, and only 2 dropships to make it out. Yeah, he also could have just countered and got right at my base since I filled all those medevacs. What I should have done is only send maybe 1 or 2 over. Or if I am going to send like 5 or 6 medevacs, split them. Send 2 here, 2 to this base, 2 to this base, and really just like take out 3 hatcheries at once. So anyways, that was somewhat worth it, but I did lose a lot of my fleet. And now he's going to attack my planetary. I pincer from behind with what I have, hoping it'll be enough that I'm attacking from both sides. But it's really not. I did do some damage to his fleet, but he took out my air turrets. And yeah, once again, planetary versus Mutalisks, not a fight you're going to win. And this time I decided just to mine out with my SCVs. I'm not going to run them into another Hydra trap. I'll just get what minerals I can before they die.